crypto warriors, changing our world day by day. The way of the crypto warriors, can't rely on the bankers, no way.
Good morning, Bix Weir, roadrunner.com with your morning horn of Z's, your sip of chaga coffee. Big day for social media. Free speech is coming back. I swear to you, free speech is coming back. Trump is pissed off, and finally somebody gets pissed off. These social media companies with their social justice bullshit, they are just dying for socialism because they already got their wealth. Basically, that's what's going on in Silicon Valley. Hey, yeah, everybody should be equal, but don't take my stuff away and give it to everybody else. But everybody should share. Complete bullshit. Anyway, Trump's going to put an end to the social media bias. Apparently, he's got some things, executive orders to sign today. This is from Zero Hedge. Big day for fairness. White House plans to empower the FCC to regulate American social media giants. Good. Like I've been saying all along, we don't need to get rid of YouTube. We need to change the management. Turn it back into a free speech area. Remember, yes, it is not, by the way, it should not be treated as a private entity. It is a public service because our CIA bought and paid for it. If you don't understand that, go back and do some research into who funded the Google in the early days, who invented YouTube and why. YouTube was not invented in 2006. It was invented in 1999 by a guy named Mark Collins Rector. CIA deep state all the way. All right. Update. Fox Business has confirmed that President Trump plans to sign an executive order to implement everything we've discussed below. Fox Business confirms that President Trump is considering an executive order regarding social media companies. The executive order would examine the legal protections that social media companies enjoy. Wouldn't it be great to be able to sue some of these companies for violating our free speech? I think they should have everybody come back. Alex Jones, everybody they kicked off. It should be free speech for everybody and everything. Yeah, give them ratings, fine. You're rated A, B, C, D, E, F, G, whatever. But free speech is guaranteed to us in our Constitution. Free speech. Not free speech except, but free speech, period. Fox reporter Edwin Lawrence claims that the orders will, quote, examine the legal protections enjoyed by these companies, suggesting that the administration will also lay out its legal rationale for regulating speech on these platforms in this way. As we expected, President Trump just confirmed that he will be rolling out his administration's agenda for regulating speech on American social media platforms on Thursday, and will probably make a show of it to keep the news media focused on his latest culture war and less about the growing coronavirus death toll. The first leaks detailed the Trump administration's plan to iron out left-wing bias on American social media have just arrived. It's not just left-wing bias, it's everything. Free speech means freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want. If you hate your government, you can say that. If you hate the media, you can say that. If you want to swear, you can do that. If you want to talk about sex, if you want to be racist, you can do that in free speech zone. Free speech is free no matter how much it hurts your feelings. Yes, I do think we should have a rating zone. This is appropriate for children. This is appropriate for adults. This is appropriate for teenagers. This is appropriate for nobody except crazy mofos. The CMF channel should be allowed. Crazy mofo. Anything you want. Free speech is not easy, but it is free. Freedom is very important, and that's what we're losing. Hell, Cliff can't even run his web bots anymore because of all the censorship. Self-censorship. Road to Ruta has had to self-censor. I would love to have talked about all the conspiracies that are going on. But I would have been kicked off of YouTube. I already got strikes for talking about shoes. Ridiculous. So bravo, Mr. Trump. Bravo. At the end of this video, I'm going to play my favorite song, They, It's all about them. This is Trump going after they. Very excited about this. Very, very excited. Now let's talk a little about Theta. Theta announced Google as the big partner. Google includes YouTube. It's going to be monster. They launched, I don't know yet. They should have launched Mainnet 2.0 yesterday. So we're good to go. Yes, everybody got very excited. There's a lot of manipulation going on. Remember, the crypto markets are not freely traded. They're manipulated even worse than the regular markets, even worse than silver, because they can. But hey, Theta's hovering well above its all-time high and going to continue to move. Theta's a long-term hold, as in 2 to 3 years, you'll be just sitting pretty, happy and sitting pretty. Yeah, it spiked to 58, I think, or something insane like that, and then fell back down massively on, obviously they were waiting for something to slam it down, which they did. Volume's off the charts, 1.87 million traded. All I know is people were buying and still are buying. I know a lot of people were saying, I know it's going to run back to the 20s. I'm going to buy in the 20s. Didn't quite get to the 20s. I think it might have. It might have got down to the 20s. Let's take a look. It got definitely close to 60, and then low. I think it only got into the 30s, which, look at the overall. This is a 1 month. We started out 1 month ago at one month ago we were at 10 cents. 10 cents a month ago. Now it's at 34. Nice little run. 3 months. Look at it. Under 5 cents right there. Don't you wish you'd load it up under 5 cents? This is such a long-term game. The beauty of Theta, and I did a full analysis on the private road to Road2Roota. Go to road2roota.com. Nobody's even talking about what it could do with 5G or how these companies need it for 5G. Nobody's even talking about it. So check out. Go to road2roota.com. Join the private road. That's the kind of stuff you get. All right. Theta Fuel also pulling back to a cent. Again, over the month, they're up huge and high volatility. There's more coming. Don't worry. And yeah, I think Theta will absolutely be the winner of all winners. Ultimately, it's going to be the new Internet 2.0. Because there's so many more capabilities than just streaming videos. Theta, it's probably going to be the number one most secure blockchain out of all the blockchains. Why? Because there's going to be tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, probably millions of validator nodes on smart TVs, ensuring that this is done correctly. Why do you think Google Cloud is in on this? Why do you think Samsung is in on this? Theta and Theta Fuel will probably be the safest of all blockchains and implemented everywhere. So yeah. Hey, you got plenty of time to buy. This thing's going into the hundreds, into the thousands. It just depends when you want to get in. If you want to catch the very bottom, remember, nobody does. Not one person catches the bottom. Why do I say not one person catches the bottom? Because there is one trade of Theta Fuel that is the actual bottom. And you think you'll ever get it? No, nobody does. That's done behind the scenes anyway. Yes, absolutely. Binance lies, cheats, and steals. I heard they froze up Theta trading yesterday so that they can get their hands on a whole bunch. And now it's open again for trading. But we know these exchanges are not regulated. They are not regulated. So, yes, that's why it's allowed to go up. Well, it probably isn't allowed to go up so high anymore with Steve Mnuchin and Trump in the White House. But, hey, we'll see what happens, right? But definitely get your hands on some Theta Fuel and some Theta. Theta Fuel is tougher to get. You got to get it either by mining it or on the foreign exchanges like Binance. Binance US will be bringing on Theta. All the exchanges will be bringing on Theta. And probably Theta Fuel. That includes Coinbase, Kraken, and Gemini. And yeah, we're still waiting for that. The US participation in Theta is non-existent right now because your lovely government won't let you won't let you buy it. It's like we're living in a totalitarian regime. WTF? What kind of world do we live in where America, the freest country in the world, is not allowed to buy anything because it's out of the control of Steve Mnuchin? Give me a bear. That's just ridiculous. I think the best and most entertaining was this: the Theta Moonshot discussion that my friend Jean Claude and Snippy had the night before dreaming. Oh my God, what am I going to do with all this money? I loved it. Oh my God, it reminds me of the 2017s. It was awesome. So yeah, check that out. Join the boys. Jean Claude has a great channel, Beyond Mystic. Go check that out and subscribe. Snippy, you all know where to find Jason at 4 at Realist News. Anyway, go check out that conversation. And remember, it was running at the time. It's like 45, 55. That's great stuff. Awesome. Hey, let's not turn our heads away from silver. Don't forget, silver is breaking out of a 150-year long manipulation. Do I see $600 silver? Absolutely. As soon as this criminal exchange called the COMEX shuts down, which should be soon. We're at the end of the month. We're seeing a very strange divergence between silver and gold. If you can see in the chart, silver just keeps running straight up, not straight up, but upwards, with the manipulators losing, I think it's $1 billion every $1 silver goes up. It's just a handful of manipulators left. JP Morgan's on the long side, remember. A lot of talk at the DOJ about charges coming down against the long-term manipulation of the price of silver and gold. So hang in there. It does look like something's happening in silver, so get your hands on some physical silver. Yes, Andy Scheckman at Miles Franklin is who I recommend if you don't have a local. Always start local. Go to your local coin shop, and you have to pay big premiums. I don't know what we're at. Well over $20 probably right now as far as premiums. That's the way it goes in silver when the artificial price diverges from the physical price. But if you don't have any silver in your hand and you don't have a local coin dealer, send Andy Scheckman an email. Andy at milesfranklin.com, milesfranklin.com, and ask him what he's got in inventory that he can ship. And that's the most important, is that you don't want to be waiting on silver these days because the system could shut down at any moment. You want to get what they got and smile about it. And hang on to your silver, my friends. Because chaos has broken out. Minneapolis is burning, buildings torched, stores looted, protests over George Floyd intensify. We are in a ripe condition for massive riots. You name it, whatever it is. Police brutality, banking fraud, just people angry about sitting inside their house, angry at the government, as well they should be. So, yeah, we're on like razor's edge right now. It's insane. Hang on tight if you're in Minneapolis. Pray for the calming the shit down, calming down. I don't think it's going to happen, but there's plenty of reasons to riot these days, unfortunately. Be safe out there. And if you want to join the Road to Ruta and get the full Theta analysis, hit subscribe today. And I will be sending you 10 Theta and 10 Theta fuel on a paper wallet and a silver Ruta coin. And then you could go right to the member area because you're a member then and go down to the massive potential future for Theta. And I outline something that nobody's talking about yet. And yeah, oh, look. Yeah, I forgot to talk about Theta partnering with MGM Studios, which they are. I mean, obviously the big one is Google now. And yes, Apple will be coming on as well. And it's not for the reason you think. They don't want to do it just because they want to do it. These companies need Theta to build out their 5G. Anyway, this is Bix Weir. I'm going to leave you guys with a wonderful song. Thank you, Mr. Trump, for stopping the bullshit as far as social media injustices. And hopefully we can take out the management of YouTube, keep the company intact because we paid for it. And same with Twitter, same with all the social media companies, Facebook. They're great inventions. They're great for humanity if humanity is allowed to use them in whatever the way they wish. And that's the essence of free speech. Let us be free. Stop silencing us. And here comes they.
Well, I grew up in the USA. I was taught that speech was free. Birmingham to Burning Man, you can speak any truth you see. Lately things have changed, they say I can't speak truth no more. And I'm just sitting here wondering who they are working for. See, they're gonna kick me off of YouTube. Unless I say 9/11's just another day. And they delete my friends on Facebook. Unless I pretend that socialism's a-okay. And they are gonna shadow ban my Twitter. Unless I tweet the chemtrails of Perrier. Finally they'll ban everything I've got to say as they kill free speech in the USA. They decide what's right, they decide what's wrong, they ban what won't conform. They sit in shadows, they run the gallows, say I must abide the norm. Without free speech we lose freedom, they cut off our free will. If I find truth that they don't like, they'll label me a shill. And then they're gonna kick me off of YouTube. Unless I say 9/11's just another day. And they delete my friends on Facebook. Unless I pretend that socialism's a-okay. And they are gonna shadow ban my Twitter. Unless I tweet the chemtrails of Perrier. Finally they'll ban everything I've got to say as they kill free speech in the USA. They're trying to kill free speech in the USA. Now wait a minute, it's not like me to give up on a fight. I'll expose their evil plans, bring their shadows into light. And I'll name names, I'll play their games, I've got them in my sight. They're trying to change the USA. I fight for what is right, so they can kick me off of YouTube. 9/11's all about building 7 and it ain't okay. And they can delete all my Facebook. But socialists fail every time in every single way. And they can shadow ban my Twitter. But I'm looking up at chemtrail skies each and every day. See, they have no right to ban anything I have to say. And I'll fight for free speech in the USA. I'm gonna fight for free speech in the USA. It's my right, free speech in the USA.